Hey, what's your name?
My name is Max.
Yes, that's my name. When you hear the name, I guarantee the pain. I'm coming after you, Bruce Wayne. I'm stronger, smarter, clinically insane.
Coming to you from Bartertown, it's Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, discuss things, and never ending quest of not being bored. I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Josh Jessen.
And I'm Brian Haas.
I should have said I was mad Brandon Kaiser. Anyways, hope I didn't bury the lead. We saw Mad Max Fury Road, a movie where adrenaline and testosterone rule the day, and hoods of cars are not allowed to be whole. They must be cut open and have superchargers sticking out of them.
Or supercharged.
So, anyways, it was directed by George Miller, stars Thomas Hardy, Charlize Theron, Nicholas Hoult, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and Zoe Kravitz. This is the fourth Mad Max movie. There hasn't been one in about 30 years. And I recently watched the original three. You can probably find a link to that right here. We did a little video. You can watch that. See what I thought of those originals. But we're talking about Fury Road. Josh, start us off. What did you think of Fury Road? Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, you don't mean our commute down here?
Oh. No, I didn't mean Highway 20.
That was a road in the most...
With construction.
Oh, Wisconsin. Geez, this movie. I don't know. I was looking forward to it. I think everyone was. Everyone. Literally everyone. And it's nice to see that an older director can come out of... I don't know if it's retirement, isolation, crowd sleep, Odin sleep.
He did Happy Feet, and
Really?
he did like animated movies and stuff.
Okay, I didn't know what he was doing since, but like just to jump right into this, and this movie was awesome. Like,
Not bad for a 72-year-old, huh? Or
Yeah,
however
but-
old he is.
like the cinematography, like just going, because I don't want to talk about performances, because they were. I don't even think like this was an actor-heavy movie. I really don't think that they mattered.
It had good actors in it.
There was good actors in it, but I don't think their performances were like the highlight of this movie. It was.
I'd say Charlize had the most to do.
Yeah, but I think this was more about the way things were filmed and the action and the story. Like these were just like the story, like those are all precedent. The people in it kind of secondary to what was going on. The events in the film, the way it, like I saw this film, and I think like this was just amazingly directed. One like great sound choice, and like I don't know, I thought it was pretty impressive. Like knowing that this guy's like fucking about to kick the bucket or some shit.
Well,
that
he might have quite a few years ahead of him. I mean, I don't know how his health is.
4 or 5, whatever years. But he can like show up and just be like, I'm gonna direct this movie. And he's like, all right.
It's not Darth Vader
Let's do
directing
it.
this movie.
And I don't know what, I was impressed at how well, because, you know, older movies, they can be good. Like, the originals are still good movies. Well, maybe the first one's kind of slow. But there's always pacing. The older movies are slow. I think we can all agree. They're slow.
I don't think Road Warrior or Beyond Thunderdome are that slow. Beyond Thunderdome has one little dip.
There's a little bit more deliberate pace to just about all the older movies and all that. Like older directors
sure.
and stuff. I mean, Spielberg can still...
Well, Spielberg kind of changed that.
Changed it up a little
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm thinking like... But a lot of the older directors, when they came into like, you know, the modern day stuff, there's still differences to like what...
They don't adjust well?
They don't... I wouldn't say they don't adjust well, they don't change. Because adjusting, not change. Because you can have like a Brett Ratner film. Oh wait, no, that's Mustang Boys. Who's the explosion guys? Michael Bay. Michael Bay. Explosions everywhere, fucking shit like that. That not everyone goes to that. That's what sells tickets and shit like that. But there's still people that won't do that shit. But they still kind of mix it up a little to kind of get, you know, more stuff like that. And this guy, I was wondering what we're going to see from him. And it's just like, it's seamless. Seamless kind of transition from what the old movies were kind of like that to just like this modern day...
So it's the perfect modernization
of a Mad Max movie. Yeah. That's all I got to say about it.
Brian.
All right, I come into this not having seen any of the original movies at all.
So like me about a week ago.
Yes, yep, so completely fresh. I thought it was really cool. I like that you guys are finding stuff and relating to the old movies or whatever, and even without seeing them, no problem. You can just jump right in. It's not something that's dependent on the other ones. It just is what it is, and it's got a cool story. It was interesting. It held my attention the whole time. Everyone's been talking about the effects, and I thought they were dead on that. It's nice that it's real effects supplemented with the CGI and enhanced, but at the
But
core,
mostly practical.
Yeah, the core is practical, and that just makes everything look better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It grounds it. It makes it more believable.
It does, yeah. Crashing these cool, jacked up cars, trucks, all this stuff. Just fun to see them crash into each other and get exploded. And it's a summer guy movie. It's awesome.
I don't think it's just a guy movie.
I was actually gonna.
There's a lot
Stuff for the ladies.
There's a lot of pro-feminist stuff in this movie. I mean,
They're really handy with those wire cutters or bolt cutters.
I think it's more than that. I mean, the whole thing is, well, we don't want to spoil the movie.
Yeah, watch the movie. I wasn't going to spoil
I mean, the whole basic premise of the movie is kind of escape from the tyranny of man, go womanhood thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay, yeah.
look, we don't.
It's a great guy movie, but it's a great everyone movie as well.
We're dudes.
I like things that are different.
Okay, let's put it that way. We're dudes.
Oh, we don't like things that are different.
We're dudes.
Yeah.
So we don't really have
Science degree.
We don't have that
I will
knowledge base.
I know it's good for guys. I will let the ladies put their review on it. I won't speak for them, so we'll do that.
Did you have anything else to say?
No, just that it's fun. Go see it.
Just really liked it?
Yeah.
Alright, this was my most anticipated movie of the summer. There's a video for that too. You can find that maybe right now or somewhere. I shouldn't stop doing this because then I have to annotate it, but which I don't want to do. Anyways, this was my most anticipated movie of the summer, over Avengers, which is kind of a weird thing, but I think I was right. I think this movie is better than Avengers. Yeah, I was worried about this one holding up. Because this movie has some of the greatest trailers I've seen in a long time, and I didn't know if it would be able to hold up, and I was worried. But for the most part, I think it did. I think a lot of what you guys said is completely true. This is a beautifully shot.
He's going to die in 5 years.
No, this movie is beautifully shot. Like, yes, there is action and explosions, but the way everything is shot is just, I don't know, it's a thing of beauty. This is artwork. This is artwork in film.
They went practical.
This is artistic explosions. This is, you could take screenshots of this movie all over the place, and those make awesome like desktop backgrounds. Like there's all over the place. The color palette. This isn't a drowned out brown gray movie. This is a colorful post-apocalyptic movie, which sounds weird, but it is.
It works, man. It works.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think I was, for the most part, this is a action-filled car chase movie thing, which, of course, is kind of something I'm into right off the bat. But there were also moments where it kind of took its breath for a little bit. We had little moments of rest in between. It wasn't nonstop. So, as much as I was expecting it to be nonstop, it was kind of nice sometimes to stop. Anyways, one of the things I will say, this wasn't a perfect movie. Close.
Whoa.
Close. This is close to a perfect movie, but it's not quite a perfect movie. I don't know if it's a spoiler, but there's a weird thing with like Max getting visions, and I don't know if it worked, and I don't know if there was a point to it. Like, it wasn't well explained. Was it?
It was flashbacks.
Was it?
There's the spoiler.
I just watched all the old ones. None of that rang true for any of that stuff for me.
Didn't know this one.
None of that seemed to tie in with any of that.
But that's like trying to tie it to the other ones.
I think
I didn't think so.
Just the thing at the end where it like came. Should I just like blur it out? I don't know if you're gonna cut it or what, but where he saves himself by putting his hand up.
I don't know.
I thought that was the big payoff.
Really?
I did.
I don't know if that was the payoff. I will say this movie does, but still, despite that one minor flaw to me, in that these weird flashback things are happening, and I don't really know if they're pulled off. There's still a ton to love in this movie, and this movie gets action right, which a lot of movies right now don't. And they, first and foremost, do the one thing that a lot of movies don't do enough of, mainly because we're in a superhero world, but the main characters and heroes get the shit kicked out of them in this movie. Mm-hmm. And most good action movies, that happens. Because you need to make them seem vulnerable. They need to seem as though they could be beaten in order for you to root for them, to be excited, to be, on the edge of your seat, wondering what's going to happen. And I thought this movie pulled off a lot of that stuff. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there isn't a ton to these performances, but I still think they're good. Like, there wasn't anything like bad about them.
That's
I bring up too that if it was bad, it would stick out as being bad, but because it's good, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're not like crazy over the top acting. It's very much more subtle. There's not even really that much dialogue if you think about it in this movie.
No.
But also, I mean, you mentioned the modernization of Mad Max in this movie, and while I agree with you, I also don't. Because there was still a lot of this that reminded me of those old movies in an old school sort of way. I still got some of that old school feeling of, I don't know, not everything is fully explained going into it. Like, we don't know the workings of this place where he's been abducted. He just gets taken in the beginning of this movie. Not a spoiler. The very beginning of the movie gets taken by some people. And, they don't explain it. They just have weird shit happening, and you just kind of roll with it.
The drugs and all, I just thought that was part of the thing. Like, I don't consider that, like, necessary. Like,
No.
They could have had, like, a big thing, like, oh, this is what they're doing, and this is why they put ash on themselves, but I don't really
But in a modern movie, you would get a lot more of that stuff.
You probably would, but in a modern Mad Max movie, you'd have the equal parts, and you don't need any of that shit. And you didn't get it because you don't care. And I didn't care. This guy didn't care.
Alright, well anyways, but I will say overall, this is an amazing movie, and if you are a fan of action movies at all, you should be seeing this movie. And if you can get into an R-rated movie, then you should be seeing this movie.
Oh, you can get in.
Yeah, you can find a way. But, yeah, this is an awesome movie, and it was great. Alright, so rating scale this week is going to be Master Blasters. So let's, same order I guess. Josh, how many Master Blasters out of 5 do you give Mad Max Fury Road?
Well, it's kind of weird. You talk about Mad Max movies. And is Mad Max possible? Is it possible to make a Mad Max a perfect movie? And I say, yes. 5.
So 5?
Master Blasters out of 5.
5 Master Blasters out of 5. Brian, what are you thinking? How many Master Blasters?
Can I go half of a half?
Like 3/4?
Quarters. I was gonna go 4 1/4.
No, we can't.
We have a strict set of rules.
Oh, I was asking. I haven't done this.
No.
Halves or no dice. You have to make a decision now.
But it's halves, right? I can't do
You
quarters.
can go
You can't
4
do
1/2.
quarters.
Can't do
If
4
you try to do
Yeah.
a quarter, I kill you.
Let's see. Oh,
Hey,
4 1/2 then.
I fought for quarters when we decided to do this, and everyone else voted me out.
I know.
So
I think I was on the other team at the time.
yeah.
It
So-
seemed like
So 4 1/2. You're gonna go 4
4 1/2. I think only because I haven't seen the other. Maybe I think like the frame of reference would help, but 4 1/2. It was a good solid.
It
movie.
doesn't help. You're just
All
bad.
right. This is a tough one. I'm not 100% sure I know where I want to go with this. I wanted to be harder on movies this year. That's one of my goals.
But you can't help it.
But there's not a lot to complain about. And there's so much awesomeness here that it's a 5. Master Blasters out of
5 all
5.
day.
I thought about giving it a 4 1/2. So
Then you're just going to be giving it a 4 1/2. To be edgy, like some people.
I don't think I can knock it a half for having weird flashback stuff. That wasn't a big deal. So, because that's really my only thing that I was kind of thrown off by. So, yeah. So 5 out of 5. This is an amazing action movie, and yeah.
Go see it.
An old guy just schooled like tons of directors. Basically, is what happened here.
Next time Brian gives a movie a 5 out of 5, I'm gonna tell him. Remember that time he didn't give Mad Max a 5
yeah,
out of 5?
everything from now on will be really. So it's better than Mad Max Fury Road. That'll be every review.
I don't think I might have given 1 5 my entire review.
I've given a few.
I go conservative most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Throw it out on the table.
You know, I will say so far this is the best movie I've seen this year. So I don't feel that bad about giving it a 5.
It probably is, but I haven't seen it.
What do you think? Best movie you've seen this year?
Was Kingsman this year?
Yeah, because that was the only thing in the running for me.
This is still better.
Yeah, this is better than Kingsman a little bit.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there you have it. Excellent reviews across the board, and if you look at Rotten Tomatoes or any other website, that's no surprise. So,
I'd like to think you were going to Rotten Tomatoes before you went to Resisting Boredom for your
Oh no.
stuff.
no,
Not to downplay our excellent contribution to reviewing stuff, but
look, they don't acknowledge our reviews.
do you really go to the bottom of the list and then work your way forward?
They don't acknowledge us as critics, so I don't want to give them too much credit.
Gorilla rating right here.
So
5 out of 5.
4 out of 5 because he's new.
4.5. Come on.
4.5. Okay. Anyways, this is an excellent movie. You should go see it. Chances are you will enjoy it.
It's fun for the entire family.
You know what?
Bring a 6-year-old. No one gives a shit.
I don't know about 6-year-old, but
6.
dude, you could bring people.
You can bring people.
I would bring younger people to this. Like, if I were a parent,
Is this like Madonna?
if I were a parent, I would bring my child to this, unless they were like 5 or something. You know, but if they were like
12.
Yeah, I'd totally bring a 12-year-old to this
I
movie.
would too. I don't care.
Fuck it.
You can watch it when you're 1.
It's subtle. The violence is subtle.
There's like a bare ass in this movie.
Like
that's it. There's
You look at that dude's face off, just like in that movie Face Off. It's like you don't even see it. It just kind of happens, like off camera.
His face.
And then they kind of briefly show a face.
Come on, there's a guy playing guitar the whole time.
It's a happy family fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is lighthearted romp that is Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it for us. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment below, tell us what you thought. Tell us if you would bring your child to Mad Max Fury Road. And
I'll bring your child to Mad Max.
be on the lookout for that windowless van. Anyways,
Amber Alert. Let's see towards the movie theater.
Anyways, until next time, find your own ways of resisting boredom. And a good way to do that is Mad Max Fury Road. Gotta go back. Expires tomorrow.
Have to go back.
Man, I like it.
Damn, you like streamed it out of there.
That's how serious I'm about this.
I guess we gotta go back. Jeez.
For sales like that, we could only find at Festival Foods located at Washington Avenue.
I feel like Wayne Knights. I think you just like murdered me on an island full of dinosaurs.
But you know, if Getting a Groove plays on the radio, I still get down.
Hell yeah. No, what was
Just
the
edited post.
what was the song with her and the little boy? The video?
Are you thinking
where,
Michael Jackson?
No, the video where like the little boy goes to like a peep show or
They
whatever.
had the same
Madonna.
notes.
Damn it! What song is that? That's a pretty good song. I don't remember what the fuck song it is.
Like a virgin?
No. Which one was the little boy, man?
Are you seriously a spoof criminal?
No, it's not Michael Jackson. It was a Madonna song.
With a little boy.
Yes, in the video. It has like a peep show aspect or something like that. I gotta find this fucking Madonna video now.
You know what I'm looking up? Just look up Little Boy Madonna on YouTube. I'm sure you're fine. Vogue?
It's Open Your Heart. I just had to watch a Nationwide commercial to get to this, so now we're gonna get to... See? Peep show thing. I wasn't lying. Little boy.
Other than that, they don't have any karting?
Dude's old and he's like falling asleep. I didn't make the video up, I told you.